grade. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, he already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the London Black Knights and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check 99. Check 99. Oh, no chance. Good job. Good job.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run into some big yardage.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't. Stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Rook. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line.
Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Looking to throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31. Yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Breida. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And a catch made here by Sharon Peake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And now back out comes the offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. That leads to a 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. And he coughs up the football near his. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's something like there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Daniels has it, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They bring their punter out there now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Over, 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 over. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He completes it to Peak. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And touchdown! A big play there. 72 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it here to Peake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Gun!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win. No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Over! All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC.